this is Living Life Like Jordan, and I am Jordan. And today I'm going to be telling you a story time about when there was a party in the basement of one of my friend's house. And I'm going to just tell you what happened.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Okay, so basically it was me, my friend Layla, well, our associate Layla, my friend Jay, well, let's say Jen. So me, Jen, and our associate Layla, and then there was 3 guys. The guy I liked, let's say his name was Josh. So Josh, then there's his cousin John, and then there's our friend JJ. Let's say that. So 3 girls, 3 boys, okay? So we had me and the 3 girls, me and the 2 other girls, we all went to the same school. This was 6th grade. And we were talking to the guys, and John had a basement, a big basement in his house. And he was like, oh, we should go to my crib and have a party or chill out or whatever. I was like, okay. Everybody was like, okay, or whatever. Like, at that time, like, I really liked the guy Josh, so I would always try to hang out with him. So I was like, okay, or whatever. So we all went to John's house, and we were all dancing, having fun or whatever. And we were down there for a minute, and John's dad was upstairs sleeping, and we were in the basement. So we were like in the basement, like pitch black. We knew who everybody was because we know these people, but it was like pitch black. Then his little cousins like kept turning on the lights, turning off the lights, coming down, dancing with us. Like, it was fun. Like, we were in our uniforms, but it was hilarious. Like, it was fun. And so then all of a sudden we hear that, like, after like an hour or two, we hear that John's dad is up. And I'm like, oh, snap. Like, I knew John's dad somewhat at that time, but like, he knew who I was, I knew who he was, but that was, at that time, that was like about it. And I don't think he knew the other 2 girls. So it was like, oh, dang, like, so there was like this hatch that like leads outside. We had like ran over there, but it was locked. It was locked. So we were literally stuck in the basement. We had to go up them steps and go past his dad. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Terrified. So we're down there and we're just hiding. And then they just come down there and like, they know you're here. He knows you're here. He wants to speak to y'all. Just come upstairs. I was just like, oh my gosh. So we go upstairs and we look guilty. We're like nervous, scared, about to cry. Like, oh my gosh. It was funny though. Now that I think about it, it was hilarious. Like, I can't wait to do that to my kids. Like, scared their friends half to death. Like, haha, you're in trouble. So his dad starts grilling us. And the boys are just sitting down on the couch laughing at us. Like, haha. So it was John's dad and then their uncle. So they're both laughing at us. And then John's dad, his name was Big John. So Big John, he's like, so what were y'all doing down there? And I'm just like, we were dancing. And like, yeah, we were dancing. Da, 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 da. And he's like, where y'all supposed to be? At the Boys and Girls Club. Where does your parents think you're at? At the Boys and Girls Club. Oh, okay. So what are y'all parents' numbers so I could tell? We was about to cry. Like, oh my gosh, like it was hilarious. Like, we was like, no. I'm like in my head, like, please don't. I'm not gonna be able to leave the house ever again in my life. Please don't. Like, no. I'm like, no. After they seen our faces, they started laughing at us some more. And they were like, psych, we're not gonna call your parents, but next time don't be sneaking in my basement. I was just like, okay, sorry. And they were like, they told the boys to walk us home or whatever. And I was like, okay. So we had left. And we didn't get in trouble. But it was nerve-wracking because every time I would see them, he would start laughing. Like, to this day, I'm just like, hilarious. And he'd be like, hey. And I'd be like, hey. But, yeah, it was funny. It was funny. And I was close with the uncle after that. So, like, he would talk about it all the time. Like, make fun of me. And then the boys would talk about it all the time. Make fun of me. Like, literally, like, if I was to bring up the story, they would probably laugh. Like, yeah. So, later we found out that the one girl, Layla, left her tie there. So there was even more evidence that we were there, even if we got out. So it was funny, like hilarious. So this is my story time. It was so I just want to say that thanks for watching my video and have a nice day and like and subscribe. Thank you.